Humpty Dumpty. That's what I saw when I felt the energy behind your card, Scorpio. You know, the egg guy? You know, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, had a great fall, and then he shatters. If you know the story, it's an egg guy who falls and he shatters. So he's a person who's shattered into a bunch of little pieces that nobody can put back together. That's the story of Humpty Dumpty. And then the other thing that I saw was like somebody sticking out their tongue. I know this is all really weird. But it makes sense when you look at the Eight of Pentacles reversed, because the Eight of Pentacles reversed is all about little puzzle pieces, things that are out of place, sloppy. And I'm getting a sense of sloppiness from like the tongue that I saw somebody sticking out their tongue. It's like they're being pretty sloppy. It's kind of juvenile, right? And then Humpty Dumpty, somebody who's scattered. They're all over the place. They're maybe like disjointed. Maybe they don't like make sense. Maybe they have like Asperger's. They're scattered all over the place. They seem maybe awkward. This could be somebody who you're dealing with. This could be the energy for the week for you guys. So be careful that you're not just scattered. You know, you go to talk to somebody and you're all over the place. You don't even make sense, because that's the idea that I'm getting here is somebody is totally unpolished, kind of almost like a brute. So now let's look at the Knight of Wands. This person, whether you or somebody else, they don't have their shit together, and their strategy is always like brute force it to the finish line. They're a bit of an oaf, right? They're a bit of an oaf. They're sloppy. They might be like physically, they might even physically look sloppy, but they're a bit of an oaf. They brute force it to the finish line. They will maybe like run over people. You know, let's take a look at the next couple cards. I want to know more about this person, and I think we're gonna find out a little bit more if I just dig a little deeper. So let's see what else we have. Wow. So Three of Wands with the Knight of Cups. That's somebody who tries to impress people, but doesn't really know their audience. Okay, the Three of Wands. The Knight of Cups is somebody who is trying to impress someone, is trying to look good by maybe acting out. That is what I'm getting from the Knight of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles, but they do it in like a sloppy way. They don't know their audience, so their audience thinks they're stupid, they're dumb, they're an asshole, they're an oaf, they're like a lumbering idiot, right? Because they're not playing to their demographic. It's like, let me give you an example. This person acts like a child, like one would act to kids, but they're talking to adults. Or they act punk rock to a really conservative person who's like sipping their tea, like, what are you doing, right? That's the idea behind this person who's just, they come off as unpolished. That's the Eight of Pentacles reversed. All right, let's pull Oracle cards and see if we can find out a little bit more, and then we'll pull advice for you guys. By the way, if you guys enjoy my videos and you want to support what I do, don't forget to check out Patreon. I have some cool stuff over there. I have some love readings and some monthly readings. So if you're still in doubt about what's going on with your situation, flip over to that, because I have more stuff for you Scorpios over there. Well, let's see what we get. Okay. Next couple cards, we have Mars with the Ship and the Heart. Mars and the Heart is like, this person is like very enthusiastic, overly enthusiastic, and that's part of the reason why they come off as sloppy and like an oaf. You know, it's somebody who comes in and is like, dude, I haven't seen you in so long, and they give you a hug and like they crack your back, and maybe they accidentally knock your drink over. It's like somebody who's just so enthusiastic and is so happy about something that they act distant, out of touch. So the ship here in this case is out of touch. Like I said, they're not playing to their demographic. They are acting like they're really excited, but everybody else thinks they are acting like an idiot or like an oaf, or like they're just out of touch. They're totally out of touch. It's like, what is this person doing? Let's see what else. Oh my god. Next couple cards, the Cat and Cancer. These are the onlookers. So these are the people looking on to this person, and this is what they think. The cat. So the cat, a cat kind of sits and stares, and they look judgmental. They definitely look like they're judging you, and they're not doing anything. Cancer, it's like somebody who is just sitting, watching, and judging, and being like, oh boy. It's like these people can be family. Cancer has a lot to do with family, and they can be people who care about you. Cancer is people who kind of want to take care of you, but man, this person comes off as awkward, disjointed, out of place. They come off as out of place, like Humpty Dumpty, right? You're out of place. You're in many places at the same time because all your pieces are everywhere. Let's see what else there is. On the bottom, we have the Eye with Neptune. That is somebody, okay, so the Eye of Neptune is this person doesn't have, what do you call that? When they are not, self-awareness. They don't have self-awareness. So Neptune is fog and the eye is awareness. This person is not aware of their own actions. They don't notice that they're acting crazy when they walk into a room and they're super loud and they yell and everybody's like, oh my God. It's like, here we go again. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some advice and see how you guys should be handling this person. I mean, obviously, if you are this person, I think you can calm down, I think is good advice so far. But let's see what comes out for advice for you Scorpios. Any advice for my Scorpio regarding this spread? Anything else? Anything else? All right, I mean, the advice here is like actions speak louder than words. You may have told this person that they're an oaf and that they're a nuisance before, but actions speak louder than words. It's when you actually stop hanging out with them. So the Seven of Pentacles is giving them a chance. You've been giving them a chance because they've been acting this way and you still haven't really done anything about it. Well, you have to actually stop giving them a chance. Like, basically just cut them off, unfortunately, but it is only temporary. It's only kind of to send a message. So Page of Swords is sending a message. It is kind of giving them the cold shoulder, not hanging out with this person as much, and it is to send a clear message, and they will get the message. Maybe you actually do send a message with it and say, look, I'm tired of your oafish behavior. Every time you come over, you knock my drinks over, you break something, you're super loud, you scare my animals. So you could also send a message, but it has to be followed through with action. Like, you actually have to stop hanging out with this person for a little while at least, to get so that it sinks in. So that it actually sinks in. Six of Swords is it actually sinking in, and it will. Six of Swords, it's like it won't sink in unless it's difficult. Six of Swords is difficulty, but they won't take the hint unless there is unless it hurts, right? They're not going to remember unless it actually gets through their skull, because their skull is thick. So you have to get through their skull, and the way that you do that is through a little tough love, by not being like, look, I can't hang out with you. You cause too much of a ruckus. Basically, this person causes a ruckus because of how sloppy they are and how completely clueless they are about their own behavior and that stuff. Wheel of Fortune reversed is really interesting. Let's see what's on the bottom, because I'm not sure about the Wheel of Fortune reversed. At the bottom we have Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is the clear message you're sending. I mean, it's not going to be subtle when you don't hang out with this person. If you normally hang out with this person, it will not be subtle. They will clearly get the message, and they will. Okay, so they will feel the hermit. They'll feel abandoned if you don't hang out with them because you're used to hanging out with them, or because you're changing your behavior, basically. And they're gonna feel bad. Five of Cups, and that's why the Wheel of Fortune is reversed, is because it's a sense of misfortune. The fact that you bailed on them and you're not hanging out with them is a sense of misfortune for them, and they're upset about it. Five of Cups. The message gets. Basically, the message is heard loud and clear. That's the advice. Okay, let's pull Oracle cards and see if there's anything left here for you guys. Any last minute advice for Scorpio? Any last minute advice? Anything else? Okay, well, I mean, these cards are getting kind of harsh now, because the advice from Mars and Honey here is you can find better friends. I mean, there are better people to hang out with. People who you can actually gravitate. It's like, why gravitate towards somebody who you don't like hanging out with? It's like you're forcing it, right? It's like that Britney Spears song, It Should Be Easy. It should be easy. Having a friend should be easy. It shouldn't feel like pulling teeth hanging out with them. And so this is kind of telling you, it's like, set a higher standard for your friends, to be honest with you. The number 3 is your friends and the people who is part of like your clique, your team. And then with the treasure chest here, it's talking about people who add value to your life, and who add value to your life also in the sense of the foot, which is they help you move forward, not backwards, right? Your other friend, this other person who's an oaf, who tends to break your things or whatever, who's loud or causes some kind of a ruckus in your life, they don't really add value to your life. And that's the reality of it. They don't add value to your life. And the advice here really is to just gravitate. Allow yourself to gravitate towards the people who you actually enjoy hanging out with, who add value to your life. Like, allow yourself to gravitate towards the people who are easy to hang out with. That's the advice. All right, a bit harsh there, but I guess you will know. I mean, but there's also discernment. There's also discernment, and you have it's your choice. It's your choice if you really want to tough it out with this person, because somewhere deep down, despite the fact that they're an oaf, you know, you think that they're quality, it's your choice. But that is the advice, unfortunately. All right, guys, so Scorpio, that is your reading. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to check out Patreon and subscribe. Follow the channel. I'll see you guys next time.